just thought you were fabulous, and you've always had such amazing style. And right now we're in the middle of this pandemic. Everybody's stuck at home. We've all had to reinvent ourselves, but you've been reinventing yourself for a long time.
I have. I'm a bit of a Jill of all trades, which I don't know. It sounds a bit scattered. I like to think of myself now as a Renaissance woman. I've decided that, and I'm Italian, so that I think that works better.
I was really impressed. Burlesque is not easy, and I know you said you didn't do it for that long, but it was really, you were great. You were great.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I mean, I met some of the best people in the world through it as well, and so yeah, I did burlesque. I've done stand-up comedy. I was kind of making a foray into acting a little bit, and then it's kind of strange by weird happenstance and kind of like receiving a calling. I found myself home organizing.
That you organized the hell out of me, and you're part of big reason why I was able to tiptoe into minimalism like gracefully rather than have it like slap me in the face.
I can make it work for anyone. I try to being organized because it's powerful. It's a powerful feeling to be organized, and the rest of your life runs better. So actually, that's what I was doing. I was a very organized makeup artist. A couple of my friends saw that, and they thought, "Hey, you seem like you kind of know how to, keep things in order. Do you want to come help out my house?" And I did, and I realized I really loved it. And so yeah, eventually I established a business, and I was just working 7 days a week, many hours a day, sometimes up to 11 hours a day as a home organizer. And then all this happened.
It's interesting how we're all in this crisis together and we're all having to come up with new ways to survive. But because you're an artist, and I know how this goes too, we have to figure out new ways to share ourselves and still be creative but also be of service. So I accidentally stumbled upon your drawings that you were posting on Facebook, and I was stunned. I was like, what can't this girl do? Like, I couldn't believe that you drew those freehand. Like, I thought maybe you got like some black and white like drawings like out of a book and you were coloring them in. So I mean, I really love that you've come back to something from a joyful childhood memory, that you're actually creating art for people now. And I wanted you to share a little bit about like what inspires the choice of what you're going to draw, and will you draw anything if someone commissions you to do it?
People can send in any kind of photo to me, of their loved ones or couples photos. I just finished a beautiful one for friends of mine who are engaged, of their pets.
Can you show us some of your works you've been working on?
I mean, it's hard to see, but
Let
this
me
is
see if I can
actually,
guess. Okay, is that Lizzo?
that is Lizzo. I'm so pleased that you. that's, that's always a good sign. I drew her on Easter Sunday. This
Okay.
was about an hour of my time. I'm kind of a weirdo. I'm very fast. So if somebody's like, I need a drawing by the end of this week, I'm like, cool.
Well, I mean, I love
Thank
it.
you.
There
Thank
we
you.
go. Lizzo, I'm 1 for 1. Let's keep going.
Thank you. Very good. And then this is an early one I did. This is John Waters.
Oh yes, I love John
Oh gosh, who doesn't? As kind of a collage style. That was the second. I think that was the second or third drawing I did. Oh wait, who's the third? This is
Waters.
Janis Joplin.
Oh, I love it. Take another
Yeah.
little piece of my heart now, baby. Yeah.
Oh gosh,
Nice.
I can't wait to karaoke with you again when this is over. Seriously, talk about talented. And then that is obviously Divine.
Yep.
And then this is Jonathan Van Ness.
Queer Eye guy.
Mm-hmm.
That's,
Gorgeous JVM.
I love his sweater. Can you get me
Oh
that?
right, and that was fun to do. And this is Prince.
His Purple Highness.
Thank
That's
you.
a really good one. I remember seeing that one when I was stalking you on Facebook, and I was like, what is going on? I didn't know she could draw.
And this is probably, I mean, really, it's something that's a disturbing picture, but I really love it. It's a self-portrait. I
It's
right.
not disturbing. I mean, it's hard for artists to draw themselves, because it's so personal.
I took two selfies of myself. One of me with a neutral face, one of me screaming. And so I drew the neutral face first, and over the neutral face, I drew in colored pencil of the photo of me screaming. I drew it over it.
You just shaved your head too, which is
Yeah.
and I think that's why the picture is also so intense, because you had just shaved your head.
Shaving my head, that was fun. That I love that I've shaved my head. It's like my favorite thing. Honestly, just for me, it's kind of the duality of where I think many of us feel, where we have a calm face for a lot of this, but inside there's a rage and a fear and a worry. And I think that self-portrait expresses that, and it kind of turned out being sort of German you know, expressionist, which I love. Yeah. So, oh wait, this is a good one for the Rocky Horror fans.
Oh God, Tim Curry, love him.
That took a while for me. That was a
When you're drawing all of these, are you looking at a specific photo of the subject?
So what I do is, yeah, I just take a photo off of the internet, or if somebody sends me like their favorite photo of whatever, I'll just look at that intensely and draw it. And I mean, I can pretty much finish something in a day.
Do they get the actual paper art?
And they're on high quality paper, acid free, to where, you know, the rendering should last for a while.
When you're creating these specific pieces of art, are you using markers, pencils? What are they drawn with?
Well, I started off using just a collection of markers, I think some of which you gave me when I was doing some organizing for you. You were like, I have way too many of these markers. I don't know why I have so many markers. Here, take some. And I said,
many pens. I mean, they couldn't have gone to a better person.
it's been fantastic. Like as of like last week, I started working with like this huge array of colored pencils, like artist grade, as well as Prisma markers. And it's been awesome. It's been really, really nice.
Also you're obviously like emailing people the work as well, like you know, sending it in a photo form or something.
Yes, and I even let people have previews. If I'm rendering something that's very specific, I'm kind of toward the last bit of like zhuzhing the details. I ask, would you like to see a preview? Would you like to be just surprised when you get it? And yeah, so you know, if people have a hard copy, people have an emailed copy. And you know, if they want to see a preview of something, I'm happy to show them that as well.
If someone wants to commission you to do something, can you share with us some of your links, how to get in touch, and how they can hire you to do these pieces of work?
You would contact me either on my Instagram, which is Eva Woodby could be, kind of a mouthful, or you can find me on Facebook at Eva Marie Woodby. You can just direct message me there as well. And then, yeah, you can just share with me whatever image or images you would like me to do. And I accept Venmo, Cash App, PayPal. I'm fully locked and loaded for any kind of payment that's convenient for you. Zelle, if you prefer. And yes, I mean, generally I require 50% up front and then the remaining when the portrait is done. However, most people have just said, here's the whole amount.
How many days, hours would it take for each piece? It just depends on.
It depends yes, it depends on how many, how complex the work is that I'm creating. If there's, you know, more than one figure, that usually is a couple of days.
Mm-hmm.
But if somebody just wants me to draw like a single, like, person or pet or whatever they would like, that's really a day, honestly.
I'm so glad that you took the time to talk to me today, because I think you're amazing. Every little thing you've done has become such a big thing, and I'm a big fan of yours. So thanks for sharing your gifts with us, especially right now when all this is going on. It's really nice to see your beautiful work and just have a moment of gratitude and happiness looking at it. You're really talented.
Thank you so much. It was such a pleasure talking to you. I missed you so much. I can't wait for you to see you again.
And I'm going to have you make me a portrait. I just have to decide which Hudsy from what lifetime it should be. But I am going to be having you do something for me and sharing it with everybody. So thank you.
It'd be my honor.